Hi, this is John, and today we have another video on piano technique, piano accompaniment patterns, mixing up patterns. Today we are taking a song that everybody should know, especially if you play the piano or the guitar. You should memorize this song because eventually you're going to have to play it for your friends or in the public or someplace. And that song is the Happy Birthday song. So here is the traditional Happy Birthday song. You can download this sheet music. Well, it's not really sheet music. It's what we call a lead sheet or a chart. And anyhow, click on the link down below and you have the lyrics and you have the chords and you have the time signature. This is a 3/4 time song. And what's interesting about this song is you can take the words and mix the words up and create brand new lyrics. You could apply this Happy Birthday song to songs like folk songs, like She'll Be Coming Around the Mountain, or Oh My Darling Clementine. It's just amazing how you can mix songs together and get the same kind of effect. So this song is in the key of G. We're going to do all kinds of things with it. I'll get right down to the hard stuff, and then I'll go to the easy stuff because I have a wide range of people watching this. So let's start with the more difficult things, because if I do the easy things first, then people get bored and they leave. Right, so some of the hard things you can do with this is in the key of G. So one thing you want to do is use your chord runs. So different kind of ways of playing chord runs. Now, there is the overhand, underhand chord run like this, G chord. Or you can even go further and go over and under. Over, under, like that. Now you want to use the sustain pedal when you do this, keep it going. Because if you don't use the sustain pedal, it sounds choppy. So you have to use that sustain pedal to keep the sound going. Now, so that was over, under, over. And now a double chord run is where you play the same chord twice. And so it would work like this. Take a G chord. They start off like this. But then this hand moves in over here and displaces your right hand and plays that chord. And your right hand plays, moves in, and your left hand is always displacing your right hand. The last note would not be a chord, it'd just be a note, like that for a G chord. So when you play it fast, it sounds like this. F chord. And again, you have to use the sustain pedal for that. And so what you should do is practice all your chords running that chord run. First start off with the over-unders like this. Start with the C chord down here. Go to D chord, E chord, F chord, G, A chord, B chord, C chord again. So practice that, and then practice your double chord runs. So they're more difficult to do like this. And the farther you get up the keyboard, the more likely you are to hit the wrong key, because your hands are kind of awkward. They're at an angle. Where when you're over here, your hands are straight, your fingers are straight, and you have more accuracy. But the more you get over here to the right, the more likely you are to hit the wrong key. The more you get over here to the left, the more likely you are to hit the wrong key. So this is your sweet spot here in the middle. So now, how would you play this song? Just using chord runs. Well, you could just practice chord runs and you could play it by ear. So it's in 3/4 time, and the song actually begins on the third beat, like 1, 2, begin. See, 1, 2, 3, and on 3 you start the song. So it'll be 1, 2, happy birthday to you. What's your name? I don't know what their name is. Happy birthday to you. And many more. So all kinds of things you can do. So how do you do that? Well, you know, you can do it by ear, do it by feel. Now, if you're playing this and singing it, you don't have to be exactly on 3 beats per measure, because if you're leading the song, people will follow your voice. At a birthday party and you're playing the piano or the guitar, if your voice is dominant and you're playing the chords, people will follow you. So you can do it freestyle. And so let's just do this chord run over and over again, singing it. It's like this. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to, run the chord, you. Happy birthday, dear Mary. Happy birthday to you. And so just you know, use solid chords and put some rhythm on the chords and throw those runs in, and it's pretty easy to do. Now, next thing you want to try to do is this is for beginners now, absolute beginners, and even if you are advanced, you want to try this too, because you don't want to be shackled by sheet music. You want to be able to play by ear. So without any kind of music whatsoever, just try to figure out the notes. So we know it's in the key of G, and the melody starts on one of these 3 notes, and the note it starts on is the D, right there. And so you can just use that as your starting point, like that, and go, happy birthday to you. Now, in the key of G, there is an F sharp. So you have to be aware of that. That F sharp pops about 2 times. Let's try it again. Now say D, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. What's your name? I don't know what their name is. Any name will do. Happy birthday to you. Then down here. And many more. So, you know, sing the notes, and you might sing it first to get your ear accustomed to the way the melody flows. So get your bass note, happy, just sing it. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Bobby. Happy birthday to you, and many more. Okay, so sing it first and then pick out the notes, and then just try the chords. Now, you could try just the root chords at first, like this. Happy birthday to change the D chord, you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mary. Now right there, there's an ostinato there. Ostinato. O-S-T-I-N-A-T-O. Ostinato means you hold the note for as long as you want. Mary, happy birthday to you. And you just practice with the root chords, but to be able to play it smoothly without bouncing your hand around, you could use inverted chords. So I would use a G chord in the, in the second inverted position. Because when you move your hand around, all you have to do to go to a D chord is just move the top 2 keys down a key to D, like that. So you got G chord, D chord, G chord, D chord. Practice going back and forth. It's a lot easier to play. Now the C chord, we could take a root over there. Probably be easier to take the C chord as a root. So we're like this. Let's do it 3-4 times, just strict 3-4 times. So 1, 2, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mary. Ostinato. how to hold it. Happy birthday to you and many more. So you can do all kinds of, weird stuff like that. Now this is called a tremolo. Put your foot on the sustain pedal, and all you have to do is just play a G scale, an octave G scale, and you clip it. You know a G scale has an F sharp in it, so you start from go to G, but there's an F sharp in it. But you play in octaves. So you have a tremolo down here, an octave tremolo on G with a sustain pedal. And so this is a glissando, a descending glissando. Some people use their thumb like that, and some people like to use their fingers. And then you just like you have the double chord run like this, you also have a double-handed glissando, and it works like this. Put your foot on the sustain pedal, and it gives you a harp effect, So once you kind of play around with it, just start doing a freestyle and have your own rhythm beat, because people will follow you on this. But if you're a beginning student playing for recital, you want to play it in strict 3/4 time. So now you can also make it sound kind of jazzy. Instead of playing the G chord, you could play a G6 chord like that, making it sound more jazzy. Instead of playing just a D chord, you can play a D7 chord like this. So these two chords are pretty close together, the G6 and the D7. So you don't have to bounce all the way around. Whoop, here we go. D7 and G6. Now for a C chord, you're just going to play a regular C major in the root position. Like that. So if you're using these more, jazzy chords, they have 4 notes each. We'll put a bass down here like this. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mary. Happy birthday to you. And you could just kind of jazz it up like that. So now these chords, just real quick, the G6 chord, it's a 4-note chord like that. So you have your thumb on B and your index on D and your middle finger on E and your pinky on G. So if you look at it from the root position, it would be like this. But it sounds better in the first inverted position, which they take this G and move it way over here, and it sounds better like that. And then your D7, which I was using, is like this. So we know that a D7, the root position, is like that. So we just want to take it over like this instead. So practice going back and forth. Here's a G6. Now move your right hand down a key. Every finger goes down a key. And move back and forth like that. For your C chord, just use a C major triad like that. And then your G7 chord has the same structure as that G6, except your thumb is on D, index finger on F, middle finger on G, and pinky on B. Now, some people call this position a sandwich chord. They call it a sandwich chord because the two middle keys are together. That would be the meat and the cheese, and the two outer keys would be the bread. Sandwich chord. They're kind of these two keys are kind of sandwiched together. So there's a lot of sandwich chords like that. So you might practice playing a kind of a chord scale using the sandwich chords. Get used to that position. All right, well listen, make sure you download your little music here to help you. And like I say, what's kind of fun, you could just make up a new version of the Happy Birthday song. Like I have here matter of fact, here's what I'll do. I will also give you free with this She'll Be Coming Around the Mountain traditional song. And you could just take the melody and the chords and create a new Happy Birthday song, new words. So, coming around the mountain, she'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain. She'll be coming round the mountain. Oh no, mountain. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. Okay, so if you take that song and take some words, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. This is another year. You're getting older, getting older. Now it's happy birthday to you. You gotta play that by ear, but you get the idea. Take some songs like that, just some old folk songs, and try to make up some new words to it. I was thinking of the Handel. He wrote the Hallelujah chorus. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. I think it'd be interesting to take the Happy Birthday phrasing and apply that to the Hallelujah song. Try that. You guys try it, see what happens. Okay, this is John signing off, and you have a good day, and get your free music. And so I'm trading you the free music for a thumbs up. What a deal! I get a thumbs up and you get some free music. You couldn't ask for a better deal. Okay, have a good day, have a blessed day, and this is John signing off. Bye-bye for now.